What is good? We're back with the Madden 07 Titans franchise, and we are opening up the season against the Houston Texans, who we clear on paper. So Landale White won the starting running back job. I gave him all the same amount of carries pretty much, and he was the most consistent. I like this matchup, or not necessarily matchup lineup. We put Givens in the slot. He's coming back and accepting that role. And we put Marshall and Bennett on the outside, who at 6'5" and 6'4" respectively, I think would be better fit outside, if that makes sense. So Jacques Lewis is going to be starting. Jay Cutler comes here in free agency. Remember, he was Denver's starting quarterback last year. He looks for a fresh start with the Texans, but gets beat out by Jacques Lewis. Willie Parker's still starting at running back, and I'll let the rest of the thing run with their roster. But going back to our point, David Givens, he could play on the outside. He's 6 foot. He has the better overall. But I think in the slot, and with the emergence of Brandon Marshall, I think with him, being brought back in free agency, I think it's only fair. Hey, accept this role. You're still going to play a lot. You're just not going to start and be on the outside. And the inside will open them up. We have 6'5" and 6'4" on the outside, 6 foot on the inside, who can spell the outside if we need them to. And we got Brandon Jones and Chad Jackson, who can all play too. It sucked trading Bobby Wade away. I thought that he was able to get the job done, but I wanted to do right by him and let him go shine in a bigger role. Maybe, the San Francisco's probably not going to be that good this year, but let him shine in another role. So we got 5 guys. It is what it is, and and Roby, if somebody gets hurt, he can go in. But anyway, back to the game. We're wearing our throwbacks. Obviously, we're playing Houston, so why not wear the Houston Oilers throwbacks? And so second down after not getting anything on the first run of the season, we find Drew Bennett, so picking right up where he left off last year. Landale White on first down, solid gain right there. 2nd and 3, Vince Young looking to throw. He's going to get it to Brandon Marshall, who catches it, turns upfield, and he's up to almost midfield. First down now, Vince Young looking to throw. He's going to go to Bennett again, another first down. So we go 4 wide. Vince Young looking to throw. He gets it to David Givens. He threw it to him a little late because they were on that. Second down, we run stretch to Tim Carter, and Tim Carter bounces it outside, and he's out around the 21-yard line. So first down after that, Vince Young looking to throw. He's rolling to his left. He's looking for Chris Brown, but gets sacked by Mario Williams before he can get the ball off. Second down, we run play action, and Vince Young gets it away before he gets crushed. They did not bite on our play action. And Chris Brown gets a couple yards. 3rd and 13, they blitz again. Vince Young tries to step up. Mario Williams, his second sack of the opening drive. Wow. So we have to send him Baronas because the drive sputters and the kick is up and good. Andre Johnson gets the kickoff return. He gets tripped up. Champ Bailey gets hurt, though, and he ends up having a strained Achilles. And he goes back in the game and plays on it, which is definitely concerning because that is a dangerous injury and you're playing with fire. And right there, Willie Parker gets some yards. 3rd and 6, Jacques Lewis looking to throw. Gets it away before he gets hit. Jason Witten with the catch, breaks the tackle, and he's got him in our territory. First down, Willie Parker, he's going to be hitting the backfield. 2nd and 13, play action. Jacques Lewis looking across the middle. That's tipped, knocked away. 3rd and 13, Jacques Lewis looking. He's going to find Andre Johnson, who gets down to the 39-yard line. They elect the punt instead of kick a 56-yard field goal, and they end up putting it in the end zone. It's a touchback. We find Drew Bennett again. Now we give Chris Brown a handoff, and he's going to get north to south. He did lose a little bit of speed in the offseason. He's starting to get up there. I think he hit age 30. And then Mario Williams, that's his 3rd sack. So we got to start sliding left. Mario Williams, we're not going to let him break the sack record today. He's already got 3 in the first quarter as Vince Young gets a big run right there. So first down, Vince Young looking to throw. Was thinking about taking a shot, finds David Givens on the dig route, and that was a nice catch because the safety was right there. First down after that, Vince Young looking. They sit on our deep curl route with Bennett. We're rolling to the left, and Vince Young's just going to get what he can and gets out of bounds. Okay. Second down, we hand it to Chris Brown again, who picks up the first down, moves the chains. Hand it off to Landale White now, nothing. Second down, play action, going 3 wide. Vince Young rolling to his right. And he doesn't quite like what he sees, but finds Givens in the scramble drill, but Givens can't hold on through the hit. 3rd down, taking a shot to Drew Bennett, and he had it, and then Mathis gets a hand in there and knocks it away. It's incomplete, so we have to take another field goal, so it's 6-0 us. Andre Johnson out here returning kicks. He gets tripped up, and now Antrell Roll is hurt. So that's 2 of our corners down. I don't know if Champ Bailey came back in the game yet. So anyway, Lewis looking. He gets hit as he's letting it go incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Lewis looking, and Sean Taylor, he's going to get that. Lewis threw it off his back foot. Taylor jumps it. We got the ball. Great field position. Vince Young rolling to his right, takes a shot to Brandon Marshall, and complete. 2nd down, 10 counter play to Tim Carter. He's going to bounce it, and he's running. 1st down and more. Knocked out the 12-yard line. 1st down after that, Vince Young looking. He's going to roll to his right. They're on Brandon Marshall. He finds Troop, and we get our first touchdown of the year. It's to Ben Troop. So it's 13-0. Andre Johnson's brought down by Chris Hope. Play action. Oh, no, it is play action. That was a pretty good read option right there. Lewis hit as he lets it go. It's incomplete. Here, he's hit as he lets it go again. So now it's 3rd down and 10. Lewis drops back, and he gets sacked. So they're going to kick it to Hilton, and Hilton is going to lose the football, and luckily he recovers. So Hilton, funny story, I accidentally simulated the rest of the draft, so I did not intend to draft Hilton, but this guy has 96 speed. We got him as the Mr. Irrelevant pick, guys, and he can return. He's got some speed. He's got a frame. I think he could become an elite DB one day, so getting him on accident has turned out to be a heck of a steal, and he can return. So I think if he can become a return specialist, then now he can be a return specialist. He can contribute on special teams. He can maybe develop into being a good corner. He's got the tools, so a lot of upside to this Hilton guy. 7th-round pick steal, man. Sometimes you can find some gems in the 7th round. As we're moving the ball down the field, Vince Young looking for Drew Bennett, and that's going to be a 1st down. Young drops back, off his back foot, finds Troop. Can Troop get in the end zone? No, he's down at like the half-yard line. So 2nd and goal, we're going to hand it to Fleming. Can Fleming get in? Yes, he can. Touchdown Titans. So it's 20-0. Andre Johnson gets just past the 20 to like the 21. Lewis looking to throw. He's hit as he lets it go incomplete. 2nd down now. Lewis looking to throw, and he cannot find his man. 3rd down now. Lewis looking. Left side. He's going to find Willie Parker, but we are rallying, and we get him down. That's Champ Bailey back in the game. Here's Hilton, makes a man miss. Can't make another man miss, though. That's Dante Robinson out there. He has been downgraded basically to cornerback 3 as we find Big Al right there. I guess Riggs and Rasheem Mathis beat him out in the preseason. And then right there, they baited me. It's picked off. They baited us. We ran the same play. McKenzie doesn't get to his corner route in time, so the free safety sees us trying to go to Troop as soon as Troop clears the linebackers, so they baited us. And right there, he can't hold on through the hit. Taylor levels him. But yeah, it was just a bad read. Routes didn't develop in time. It was just a bad combination. 3rd down, though, Lewis looking across the middle, and he misses his guy. So we're going to get the ball back with 17 seconds. Vince Young looking to throw. He's going to take a shot deep to Brandon Marshall. He goes up, high points the ball. And now we are close enough to kick a field goal. We take a timeout. Vince Young looking. He's rolling to his left. Decides to throw it away as he's getting hit. So 6 seconds left. We're going to take a shot again, and we get blitzed. Vince Young throws it up. Brandon Marshall does it again on Riggs. Touchdown, Tennessee. So there we go. We're just throwing up bombs, and we're going up and high pointing the ball. I don't think they do a great job of it in this game. And we have bumped the sliders so the DBs are good, and they can go up and high point the ball too. That's why I switch off. I don't like to switch off other than receivers. That's the only time I like to switch off. Sometimes, occasionally on special teams at the beginning, but that's the only time I try to switch off in this is with the receivers, because the receivers don't do a great job of high pointing it, the CPU, even the really good ones. But anyway, you saw the halftime stats, and you heard me go on my rant about how I exclusively try to switch off only with receivers and high pointing the ball, because I think they do a terrible job of it, even with 99 awareness, 99 overall, as Haas gets behind our defense for a long gain. So yeah, let's get back to the game. Toss play to Darren Sproles. That was a funky little play and spin toss, whatever. And that pass gets bad down at the line. 3rd down now. We send a blitz. It doesn't get there. Haas gets the 1st down. Hand up to Willie Parker. He's inside the 5 down to the 2-yard line. Second down and 2. And they try a QB run, like a QB bootleg, and that does not work. Third down, Lewis fires it into the end zone. That's knocked away. And the Texans get their first points of the year with a field goal. So they're down 27-3. Pac-Man's taking it out of the end zone. Yeah, we don't care. We're taking that Joan out. And he's up to the 36-yard line with that return. So first down, Vince Young looking. And we hesitated for a split second. That wheel was open for a split second if we got it more like a swing. But we hesitated. It didn't look like it was going to be open, and it was. Right here, we try to find Givens, but he can't get his feet down. But not to worry, we're going to him again, right back to him. And he's going to basically get down to almost the same spot. Vince Young looking, rolls to his left. Carter's open. He finds him. Carter catches it, turns upfield. Touchdown, Titans. So we are cooking with gas. Look at us. 34-3. Lewis fires it to the left. Haas makes the catch. Second down and 4. They go empty. Lewis looking to throw. He's trying to dump it short to him again, but can't get the pass off. Third down, and Lewis throws it off his back foot. He panics. He sees the blitz. And then here's Hilton. Like I said, I think Hilton's got some stuff to him, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm impressed so far, He's trying to make something out of nothing every time. I'm impressed. And then here we go. We get our redemption with that same play as Lindell White catches the wheel, really more so of a swing. If it's there early, it's a swing. If they sit in like a cover 2, throw the wheel as Carter's doing some jukes and spin moves to get some yards. Vince Young rolling, and he's going to decide to take off with this. First down and more, gets out around 37-yard line. Hand off to Lindell White going off tackle. He's going to get about 4 right there. Second down after that, Vince Young looking, trying to take a shot to McKenzie, and that's incomplete. D'Amico Ryans gets a hand in there. Vince Young hurts his leg. He ends up pulling his hamstring. He is done for the day. We sputter out right there. We end up kicking a field goal to make it 37-3. Lewis hit as he lets it go. Picked off again by Sean Taylor. That's his second of the day. Another user pick. Lewis isn't very happy. He's having a tough time out there. And Sean Taylor is letting everybody know that he's here and he's got 2 picks. So, hand up is to Chris Brown. And he has been getting involved. We got to get him a little bit more involved. I mean, he really did come through for us a lot. As we lose the football there, Mario Williams recovers. We're going to challenge it. But, yeah, getting Chris Brown some carries, because even though he may be getting older and he didn't win the job in the preseason, I mean, he's done his due diligence, and he's here for a reason. He helped us win some football games last year. He really showed up in the Super Bowl, and I still think he can help us win football games with a handful of snaps. We haven't really had one true workhorse emerge out of these 3. I mean, in theory, it should be Carter, but he hasn't quite hit that stride yet. Is right there. They undercut us with Jermaine Foster. That was a terrible read on our part. And Riggs gets a pick 6. So we just threw him a gift right there. Threw it upfield and missed inside. Can't do that at this level. Cannot do that as a quarterback. You cannot miss an out-breaking route inside in the pros. Otherwise, cooked, as the young boys say. So Givens is going to recover the onside kick. Lindell White gets a solid run right here, earning all his yards. Second down, we hit to Chris Brown. That's going to be a first down. There we go. Play action now, and Foster had no chance. They didn't bite. Second down and 15, Foster looking to throw again. Hit as he lets it go, incomplete. Tough outing for my man. And right here, David Givens wide open. We find him, and they trip him up. Otherwise, we probably score. Dante Robinson's able to trip him up. We find Carter out of the backfield, and he dropped it. That's not on Foster. That's on Carter. Second down, Lindell White gets a couple yards. Third down now, handed to White again. Gets upfield inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. And we're going to give him the handoff again, get him in the end zone, touchdown, Titans. So we're up 44-10. Houston just trying to get some momentum and leave on a good note, get ready for next week. Lewis looking to throw, left side. That's tipped, almost picked off. Second down 10. Lewis looking again and looking short. That's incomplete. We're on that. Third down, Lewis looking left side. He's going to take a shot deep down the right side. That's caught by Andre Johnson. Ensuing play, Lewis looking, and that's going to be picked off again by Sean Taylor. 3 picks in the game, 3 user picks at that. How about them apples? Vince Young, great showing from him. Over 300 yards passing, contributed 48 in the run game. Carter had 45, White had 53, Chris Brown 4 for 16. So everybody averaging 4 yards a carry will take it. Of the running backs, that is. Brandon Marshall 4 for 101, 4 for 48 from Drew Bennett. Ben Troop 4 for 37, a touchdown. David Givens 4 for 56. So I like that. And then everybody else chipping in a little something. So Johnson gets 2 sacks. Landon Johnson, Mario Williams gets 3. Riggs and C.C. Brown get picks. Taylor has 3. Champ has 6 tackles. And then, yeah, some other people. So we'll see y'all for the next game. I think it's against the Patriots. So see you for that. Big one. I'm out.